Say you're at a party and there's two guys. One guy is in the middle of the circle, having fun, dancing, probably got a girl on him in front of him, whatever. And then there's another guy standing up against the wall, trying to act cool, not saying or doing anything. You know, maybe he got a girl on him too, maybe not. Which one is more manly? Which one is cooler? It's the guy having fun, obviously. Having fun is actually masculine. This is something that I recently realized. And it changed my entire outlook on everything, bro. Because I used to be the guy who, if I was at a function or if I was at a little party or whatever, I'll be the guy standing up against the wall. I'll be the guy who's on his phone, on the weather app, scrolling, trying to act like I'm doing something. Or I'll be the guy, you know, just trying to act like, you know, I don't really care. Anytime I get together, any type of gathering, people are running around and stuff, having fun. I was always the one sitting down on my phone, not doing really much of anything, not talking to many people or anything. And I can tell you firsthand that shit is not fun. That shit is boring. That shit does not give you an exciting experience of life. It doesn't give you any stories to tell. It doesn't give you anything. You basically just wasted that time. You basically just wasted that interaction potential, that interaction opportunity. I recently learned that having fun is alpha and having fun is masculine. And so that was like a big thing for me. Because like I said, I used to be that guy. And once I started implementing that into my life, it was a complete shift. And I'm telling you, bro, you guys will see this video sooner or later. I don't know if it'll come out before this one or after this one, but there was a video of me literally with my cousin, and we was going over, we were like under a bridge, and there was like a big waterfall, and there was a bunch of rocks and stuff, and you're not really supposed to be going over there, but there wasn't a gate. Me and him were like, fuck it. And we went over there, we took our shoes off, we walked through the water, and we were on this basically deserted place, like all these rocks and stuff, and it was really cool. And I used to never do stuff like that. I'll show a little video. You know, we were just exploring the rocks. We were just exploring the little waterfall. We were just exploring, bro, and it was fun, bro. It's like, this is what life is about. Life is about exploring. Life is about being curious and being inquisitive and just, you know, seeing what's out there in the world, bro. I can tell you firsthand that is some of the most cherished memories of my life. Some of the most cherished moments of my life have been when I was a kid and I was at a family reunion or some type of gathering with my cousins, and it was a bunch of us and we were all kids, and I wasn't even the ringleader. I was like one of the younger ones. My big cousins, they would just go off somewhere and like take all of us with them, being like a big group, and we just walk somewhere, you know, just walk through the woods or walk to some store or just somewhere, and we'd make so many twists and turns, and we'd just be trying stuff. We'd walk past a building and just try a door. Sometimes it'll be open, you know what I'm saying, as you walk in, like, oh shit, what is that? Oh my god, you're like, I can't believe that was open or whatever. You know, it was just so much little stuff can arise from that. You know, like you see a guy on the street, you're like, hey, you just start talking to people, and it's just, that's what's fun, bro. That's what makes life fun, bro, is when you can explore, is when you're just out doing things. That is what makes life fulfilling, and that's what gives you the motivation to keep going, you know, when you have experiences like that. Because those are livening events. Things like that liven you. They give you more life. A lot of young guys, and especially me, you participate in a lot of activities that drain you. They drain you of your life. You know, just being on your phone, consuming content, and scrolling on TikTok and Instagram and stuff, that's draining. You don't come out of a 2-hour scroll session feeling enlivened and motivated and stuff. You don't. You just feel like, oh, damn, like those were some funny reels, but I mean, I didn't really do anything. And now I got to go do something productive. I could have finished that thing in those 2 hours, but now I have to do it because I just wasted 2 hours on the Instagram. So you actually feel bad about it. That's not a livening experience. Neither is doing drugs and stuff. Because when I say that having fun is masculine and stuff, I'm not talking about drugs and drinking and stuff. That's not actually fun. That's escapism. It's a difference between draining, escapism, and all that type of stuff versus livening fun. Stuff that gives you more life and makes you want to keep going. Things that you do to just pass the time, scrolling and just binge eating and watching movies and video games and all this type of shit, that stuff doesn't liven you. It doesn't make you feel a lot better when you're done with it. It makes you feel good in the moment, but it doesn't make you feel better when you're done. Versus when you go out and run barefoot in the grass, you feel great after that. Especially if you're running with some people. Like if you race, like I was literally racing my cousins, bro, at my family reunion, bro. And I could put the video in here, but I was literally racing them barefoot in the grass. And it's like, that's something I would have never done, like even just a couple years ago. Cause that's fun, bro. Like that was literally fun. Like that was the highlight of my fucking life. It just brings you back to that primal instinct, that primal sense of like just being a kid and being carefree, just running around barefoot. Like what's better than that, bro? Nothing. It don't get no better than that, man. And you just gotta enjoy little stuff like that. You gotta enjoy just having fun. I feel like we're too serious nowadays. Like, especially me, bro. I used to just be so serious about being productive and being disciplined. And, you know, I got my habit tracker, gotta get perfect 100% on habit tracker. Like, bro, relax. Relax. Like, you are a human being. You're not a robot. Like, you're not gonna always be perfect, bro. I didn't allow myself to have very much fun because I thought that if I was having fun, then I'm not improving. But then what happens is when you don't have fun, you end up burning out. And so you end up just not doing some productive shit anyway because you burnt out. If you keep the fun elements in between your productivity, then you can just keep going and stay consistent and sustain it. That's the big difference. You don't need a big, long burnout session, a week or two, whatever, because you're still doing good. You're still in a positive mind frame. You're still in a positive mental state because you're having fun as well. You're not just working. You have to enjoy life. You only get one life. You have to enjoy it. It's really that simple. Again, that's something that I'm still working through and something that I have made a lot of progress in, but I'm nowhere near where I want to be with this. And so this is still something that I'm struggling with, to be honest. But it's something that I have found true in the times that I have stepped out of my comfort zone, especially recently, with full just presence and just being there and just not expecting anything but just having some fun. Those have been the most enlivening experience that I've had in recent memory, bro, because you're just there. You're just there in the moment and you didn't take it for granted and you didn't let it slip by. There was a steep little creek or whatever down in Alabama. We was in the family reunion and there was like a little hill, like a steep little crater or whatever in the ground. And there was some little wooden beam sitting right across of it. And it was very narrow. I tried to tightrope it, basically. I told my cousin I'd give him $20 to do it. He didn't want to do it. So I was like, fuck it. And I got on there and I was like, I was doing it. I was inching closer or whatever. And I got to the end. There was some bushes at the end. And I tried to jump over the bushes to get into the land. And I fucking slipped. And I like crushed my dick. Like it felt really bad. It hurt so bad, bro. When I tell you that shit incapacitated me for a little bit, like I had to take a breather. I was like, woo! Like I had to sit there and like regain consciousness. You know, I damn near faded and blacked out after that shit. Like it's TMI, but my dingling was upwards. It was like damn near on my waistband. So when I fell, I didn't fall on my testicles. I just fell like this. And so I landed right on my you know what. And it hurt like hell, bro. It really hurt. But it's like, that was fun. You know what I'm saying? Like once it heals and once you get over it, that type of shit is fun. Now I can look back on it and it's a cool story and I have the video of it and everything. And so it's like, I would have never done that again a couple years ago or even a few months ago. I would have never done that shit. It took me literally exhaling, take a deep breath and just doing it without overthinking it. That's what it takes, at least for me. And so this is me giving you permission to just have some fun. Say yes to certain things. Not everything. Improving is the most important part of your life right now. You're supposed to be improving. You're probably supposed to be improving more than you have fun right now because you've probably had enough fun in your life. You know what I'm saying? You have to, you know, counterbalance it a little bit. Me, I was in a super improvement state for a long time, so I had to counterbalance it by having more fun. When you're in the beginning, you probably had more fun than you've done improving, so you have to counterbalance that, improve more, and then you can have more fun and stuff like that. Anyway, the point is just start having more fun in between your productivity. And this is a skill in and of itself, the ability to have fun and then get right back to work and be serious, because that's a skill. You know, everybody can't do that. Some people will have fun and then they just want to keep having fun and never get back serious, never get back to the work. Nah, bro, you got to get back to work. It's very important. You can go on vacation, but you can't go on vacation forever. You got to get back to work as soon as you get back. It's a skill that you need to develop, but it's very important to do so. You should prioritize having fun, at least in some way, sometimes. I don't know who needs to hear that, but somebody out there is like me and was probably doing only discipline, only hardcore work ethic and just keep grinding and grinding. This is me giving you permission, bro. You gotta have fun, bro. Just have some fun. Go out with your boys, watch a basketball game, go get some pizza, go bowling. You know what I'm saying? Just doing something fun. It doesn't have to be productive. It doesn't have to be productive. And that sounds crazy even coming from me, but having fun is important. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed and make sure to like, subscribe, and check out the ebook and all that. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.